Umpire Angel Hernandez sued Major League Baseball for discrimination in 2017, alleging that he and other umpires of color had been denied promotions and advantageous assignments like the World Series. 2 years into the case, Hernandez is now seeking permission from the court to speak publicly about his case without fear of retribution from MLB. A list of 27 items Hernandez would like to speak about publicly was filed by Hernandez's attorney with the U.S. District Court for the Central District of New York. The list was submitted in March, but unsealed this week. Hernandez is seeking permission to speak about all aspects of his case, but also to assert his side of the story. Here are some of the items on the list that Hernandez wants permission and protection to talk about. 3. Major League Baseball (MLB) discriminates against African Americans, Hispanics, Latinos and other people of color. 4. MLB treats African Americans, Hispanics, Latinos and other people of color as competent to play the game based on their athletic ability, but MLB does not do nearly enough to promote African Americans, Hispanics, Latinos or other people of color to positions of leadership. 5. MLB pays only lip service to preventing discrimination against African Americans, Hispanics, Latinos and other people of color. 6. Many players, former players and other umpires who share Angel's views keep silent or limit their comments because they fear retaliation from MLB. 7. The first step in resolving any problem is to recognize that there is a problem, therefore Angel calls on MLB to establish an independent committee of stakeholders in the game to study the problem of discrimination in baseball and to make specific recommendations about how to address them. Hernandez wants a judge to determine that he won't be discharged, fined, or suffer other retaliation from MLB if he speaks out. Why is Hernandez afraid of retaliation from Major League Baseball? A rule in the basic agreement between MLB and the World Umpires Association prohibits umpires from making critical statements. Here's the text of Article 9(e)(5) about interviews and public comments. An umpire shall not make public statements that create an appearance of lack of impartiality toward a player or club, that are critical of the Commissioner of Baseball, or that otherwise are inimical to the best interests of Major League Baseball. You can see why Hernandez would be worried. Since he's suing MLB for discrimination, talking about his case publicly means being critical of MLB and the Commissioner, and MLB could even argue that his comments are harmful to the sport. He could be fined, given bad assignments, or even fired. Hernandez's attorney even contacted one of MLB's outside lawyers, Neil H. Abramson, asking them if Commissioner Rob Manfred would seek to punish or retaliate against Hernandez in some way if he chose to speak out about his case. Abramson made no promises. MLB filed a response with the court on Wednesday through Abramson, who said that MLB and its denizens have never retaliated against Hernandez or threatened to retaliate against him for speaking out about his lawsuit or the complaint he filed with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. Of course, since Hernandez has yet to really discuss his case publicly in any detail, there's been no need for that kind of retaliation. Even though the National Labor Relations Act and other federal, state, and local laws protect Hernandez's speech, the wording in the basic agreement is so broad that it could possibly be applied to anything he says about it. With Major League Baseball unwilling to spell out what Hernandez would be free to discuss without punishment, he's seeking the protection of the court to make sure he'll still have a job if he chooses to talk about his lawsuit. More from Yahoo Sports.